Now we're going to walk through the beginning of part 2, which is sharing your faith story. If you have the part 2 instructions, you can get those out. After you've finished talking about the questionnaire, going through asking them questions, finding out why it is that they believe what they believe, you can simply transition into your story by saying something like this. I really appreciate you sharing your thoughts with me. We each have a story, and what we believe influences our story tremendously. Do you mind if I take 3 minutes to share a bit of my spiritual story with you and get your thoughts on it? So if a person has the time, that's great. You can, and they're willing to listen, you can begin to share your faith story. As you see on the card, there are 6 kind of basic principles that we've listed there for you to be able to think through about sharing your faith story of how you came to know Jesus Christ personally. A couple things I just want to emphasize that it is really important to be brief. Please don't let it be much more over 3 minutes. If you're gonna, if you know that it's going to take you 5 minutes, tell the person it's going to take you 5 minutes to share this story with them. Really think through what you're going to say in terms of how you came to know Jesus. You want to be able to answer for a person the question, how could I then receive Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior? You want to be kind of detailed in that, being able to share some of the basic principles of the gospel with someone, and who Jesus is, being God, whatnot. You can even go back to the cards that you've already discussed and look at them and talk about them if you need to later after you share your story. But at this point, just relax. Just concentrate on telling your story and not having to get wrapped up in the cards. And think through definitely like the changes that God has made in your life. What difference has it made in your life? Not just telling someone, well, God is awesome, my life is better, being very generic, but being able to really articulate relationally just the things that God has done in your life, what it really means to you that God has come into your life. That Jesus has given His righteousness to you, died for you, and that now you can talk to God and you can know God personally, and you have a hope that can never be taken away from you. Things like that will be really good. And yeah, that's it. And we're going to go into the next video, which is going to illustrate the quick transition that we need to make from your faith story and to the decision cards.